Alrighty, she's 5:30. I'm just heading out for a day hunt with the bow. Target species will be chamois pigs or deer, not fussy at all. And the objective is to fill Dan Curley's freezer. It's a bit empty. He's gone through a bit of a rough patch this last month with the passing of Emma Curley, his mother of his children, and he's been through a real testing time, so he's just moved house as well. His freezer's a bit empty. I've come over to spend a bit of time with him, and this one's for you, buddy. Just pulled the binos up into this first little tiny gut out of the wind with a bit of grass, and I've seen 3 deer. There they are, up here. Having a good old time, that one. So yeah, it is 4. That one off to the right is a deer. Just come out of that gut now. This Curley's put me onto a private station. They're very generous of him. So yeah, the plan's to get up and onto this sort of leading spur and carry it round. Gives me options into this creek here, and if I want, I can head further in that direction and just go through all the different folds. It's quite deceptive how big this country is and how many different folds there are. Between me and those deer, there could be 10 or 12 different guts. It's little folds that you can't see until you just pop onto them, which is probably quite good for the bow. I need something to be within 50 metres for it to be a chance for me. Come into the saddle and I've spotted a chamois on the other side in these bluffs, just up in there. Wind's pretty solid coming from its direction towards me. I feel like I'd need to cut up a bit higher and then wait for this wind to the thermals to properly start coming up the slope, and I'd just have to get above him. I hope he beds in those rocks, because if he does, I've got a chance to be able to pop over. But if he goes up into the tussock, it just might be hard to stay out of view. Spotted 2 hinds down there, a hind and a yearling, and a goat in these bluffs. These sort of craggly little rocks just here, just on the other side. Quite an orange goat, and that chamois has now gone up that spur and probably going to go and bed down. It was feeding in that line of bluffs just here, and then it's gone up. Exciting in a second. Bugger. I could only get a skyline shot. I don't want to lose my arrow. That wind, once I got down there, that wind was blowing right into them. Bit of a bugger. Nanny and 3 kids. Got about 8 to 10 metres from them. I leapt out from under that little bluff. Oh, that happened all a bit quickly. I just came through this little bit of a saddle here, you can just see behind me, and I'm hugging these cliffs, and I've just come through here, and some goats just jumped out in front of me, and I've put an arrow into, I think it's a high lung nanny. Arrows pass through, and arrows on the other side in the bank there, so give it a little bit and then we'll sneak around. I'll sneak around to where the arrow is and we'll just see what's happening. The wind is bad, right up my jacksie. Good game trail. There's a goat up there somewhere. Might just going to tuck out of the way here. Let's cut this up. Nothing wrong with a bit of prime goat. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, good. So I've just watched that mob of pigs feed back, or just move, sorry, back across. Move back across into that gut that they were originally in. I think the wind should be okay. I'm just going to climb up this side gut that runs parallel to it and saddle over, re-evaluate. It's 3 o'clock. I've got plenty of time. Ow. Fuck.
one arrow because I lost a couple of arrows on the way down here in the scrub. Didn't realise they came out of my bloody quiver. So I've only got one broadhead, one field point. Alright, let's see how we go. The pigs are just over this little bit of a spur in between two creeks. Wind's good. Oh, wind is coming. Yeah. Oh, eh. So there's two reasons why I targeted young animals today. Meat's great, tender, juicy, succulent, and she's easy to carry. Those two combinations I think you can't really beat. Plus with the bow I wanted the challenge of a smaller target, so I shot the smallest ones. Ah, she's good. Oh, I bet you haven't seen that angle before. All right, we're ready to go. This has been good country, thank you. Had a good time, so I snuck up onto that little wee spur there, or that little small terrace, and snuck along into about there and shot the little pig there. And I used this ridge to climb up on the other side of it and came in through that saddle. So the wind was good. Alrighty, got the bag loaded. I love it. Nothing like having a little bit of weight on your back, which makes you feel like you've accomplished something. Oops. So I've just got it strapped into my 80 litre pack. It's a mountain design pack. Canvas, so it's quite similar to the Mac pack design. I've taken lots of weight in this, it's got heaps of capacity. Anyway, say bye to these headwaters. Done a big loop today for a day, which is good. I think my step count's at 18,000 and I've got about 5k's to walk out, but it's all flat. It's going to be easy to walk out, unless I want to go up through that saddle, which would give me nose onto new country where I saw deer this morning. It'd be pretty cool to get deer, goat and pig all on the same day, so I wouldn't rule it out, but I've only got one arrow and it's now been through 2 animals, so I actually would need to give it a touch up on the steel. Anyway, it's been a good day. We'll see what happens in the next few hours, because it's still only about 4, quarter past 4 or 4:30. So I have decided to go through that saddle. It just looked like good country to hunt on the way out, and I don't really feel like just walking an unproductive area out. I'd rather check out some country that's got some pig sign, and I saw the deer this morning. It just keeps me interested, and I'd love to be able to get the triple. Here I am on my way up through the saddle, and right there in that green spot is a mob of pigs, whole family of them. Have a look. Just in here. Yeah, just here. There's about 6 or 7 of them. Some piglets and some sort of 50 pounders, maximum 60 pounders, and then I can only see 2 or 3 suckers at the moment, but I'm sure there's more. Right where you'd expect them to be, in that green gut. Might come back again tomorrow. Alright, I am nearly at the saddle. So I've come, well, up there and over the back is where I shot those goats, and then I've come down this gut, up through that little saddle on that side, and then into those guts in the distance where I shot that pig. And the saddle isn't far. You can see I've only got maybe 100 meters, and then got some sidling, and then it's going to be a descent down a fairly gradual creek. I just hope the wind's good. Climbing up after this little stag, little spiker. Just had something to eat down there, watching it at 300. I'm gonna climb up this spur and get on the other side in this little gut, pop up and try and be above it. It was coming down, now it's feeding up. So I'm gonna assume it's gonna keep climbing, because I'd rather be above it. That whole stalk. Just had a great stalk on these 5 deer. Got into 40 metres. I royally stuffed that up. My GoPro was touching my string, and I was at full draw and the stags were looking at me, so I decided to have a go anyway, even though it was touching the string, and I had to keep trying to move my head so it wouldn't get in the way. And it did, and it went way under. Just a total balls up. Pissed off about this GoPro filming bullshit. That could have been a trio today. I got to 35 metres from those 5 deer. Real bloody bugger. Ah, gee. Oh, great. Another adventure. Whew. That was a big day. 25,000 steps. So I'll need to go and have a cold dip in the lake. Bit of recovery.